Burchard, career 1,000. Congratulations to Landon Burchard, 28 points.
Let's get things started with the pregame show. Let's go courtside. Here's Frankie Castile.
And good afternoon, good evening. Welcome now to Bloomfield High School. I'm Frankie Castile. Tim Hicks is on the camera, and we are moments away. We are about 30 minutes away now from the tip-off here tonight. It is Class 2 sectional round. It is the Puxico Indians taking on the Vikings out of Valley. Coming your way tonight, we will have live interviews on the way with the head coach, Bryant Fernetti of the Puxico Indians. He is coming up in just a few moments. We're also going to be counting it down to Indian basketball. We are so excited that we are here tonight to bring you this live exclusive coverage on Shuffle 92.9, also streaming online at shuffle929.com. We are also streaming the audio on our Today's Talk KWOC Facebook page, our YouTube channel, by going to youtube.com/River Radio PB. And then, of course, the actual video stream in itself is courtesy of mshsaa TV. So remember, if you want to watch this video, go to mshsaatv.com and click Puxico or type in the word Puxico, and make sure, very, very important, that you click on the link that says KWOC radio broadcast. That will take you right directly to ours. So just to give you a heads up, that is what we are doing here tonight. So excited to have you alongside for this journey as we get ready to bring you Puxico Indian basketball. We are under 30 minutes away. Matter of fact, we have just underneath the 29-minute mark until this game gets underway. And man, there is a lot of excitement here in the Bloomfield gym. Let me tell you, it is going to be exciting. I can't wait for this one to begin. And coming up here, we're going to break it all down. We're going to look at each team specifically and the road they travel to get here. All of that and much more coming up here tonight as we get set and we count it down until Puxico Indians basketball. Tonight, the winner of this game will move on to the state quarterfinal game, and that'll be on Friday. But the question is, where will Puxico go? Will they play in Hayti? Will they play at South Iron? That's going to be the question mark that everybody's going to want to know, and we're going to try to bring you updates of that Hayti, also South Iron matchup coming up during our broadcast. So just sit back and relax and hang out with us as we get ready for this exciting basketball action coming your way here tonight live from Bloomfield High School. And remember, if you are watching us on social media, make sure and let us know where you're watching from, and more importantly, let us know what team you're going for here tonight. My good buddy Chuck Clark here, he has made his way into the gym. Lots of friends, I tell you. We've got a lot of friends that we have got a chance to, over the last few days, get to know, get to hang out with. We're going to be talking about our amazing sponsors coming up, because honestly, without our sponsors here, we would not be able to do what we are doing today, and that is bringing you live coverage of this basketball game between Puxico and Valley, which, by the way, Valley is about near Farmington, so it's not too bad of a drive here to Bloomfield, but still, they had to travel quite a ways to get here. They are here. They are warming up as we speak, and what we'll do is we will be talking to the coach here. I believe we'll be talking to head coach Fernetti here in just a few moments, and, of course, we'll try to get his attention and get him over this direction. So let's go ahead now and kind of talk about these two teams a little bit. Before we get into all of that, I think it would be a great idea. I know Tim is doing it right now on social media as well as YouTube. I want to run down our sponsors here, because without our sponsors, we would not be able to be here tonight. And, of course, our great sponsors, they are really something, they're something to speak on, because without our sponsors, I'm not sure who that sponsor was, by the way, that came up to me a second ago, but I'll figure it out here pretty soon. And that's what it's been. We've had sponsors come up to us and talk to us a little bit, and I'm not sure who they were, but nevertheless, let's get right into it. Our good friends at Ozark Legacy Insurance, also being brought to you by Ken's Truck and Trailers, also Plaker Crop Consulting and Ben Campbell Skid Steer LLC, also being brought to you by Crab & Company, Puxico Nursing and Rehab, also Comfort Kings of Southeast Missouri, Barker's Towing and Auto Repair, and being brought to you by First Midwest Bank, Shelter Insurance, Mark Kreisel, also being brought to you by Maverick Glass, Southeast Co-op, Rusty Tanner Masonry, Westwood Billards in Poplar Bluff, Holloway Lumber. Speaking of Holloway Lumber, Brad Holloway will be our halftime guest coming up tonight. Hemby Pump Service, also Cobb Junction Gazette, also Express Collision out of Dexter, Munchin Pump, Judy's Pick-a-Shack, also being brought to you by Taylor's Heating and Cooling LLC, Taylor's Pet Grooming LLC, and being brought to you by Tri-Foam LLC, J.W. Mattingly with Aflac Insurance, Ryan Franklin Custom Application, Jayco Apparel and Promotions, and being brought to you by Cousins Bar and Grill, Brock Williams at Shelter Insurance, Nutrien Ag Solutions, Grab and Go there in Puxico, and being brought to you by our good friends at Larry Hillis Dodge, exceeding your expectations in Poplar Bluff. All proud supporters of the Puxico Indians, and all of our supporters, all of our sponsors are indeed wishing these Indians the best of luck here tonight as they get ready to go toe-to-toe with a team out of Valley. And coming up here in just a few moments, we're going to be talking about this team out of Valley. In the meantime, we are trying to get the head coach over here to, he's got a lot of things going on. Obviously, he is with his team right now. He's looks like he is kind of in the zone, so to speak. So what we'll do is let's go to a quick break, and when we come back, we will try to have head coach Bryant Fernetti on the program with us. We are coming up on 23 minutes until we tip off. And let's take a 1-minute break, and when we come back, we will have much more as we continue live here in Bloomfield. It is Class 2 sectional round. It is the state playoffs. It is the Vikings and the Indians. You're listening to live coverage on the River Radio Sports Network. It is presented by Ozark Legacy Insurance Partners.
Are you ready to take your career to the next level? If so, this message is for you. Briggs & Stratton is moving forward fast, and they want you to be part of it. In the upcoming months, they're adding 180 positions to the manufacturing team. Now is the perfect time to join in with Briggs' competitive pay, ranging from $18 to $27.50 per hour for manufacturing technicians. Your skills will be rewarded, but that's not all. Enjoy great benefits like vacation after just 90 days and no waiting period for holiday pay. If you have mechanical, electrical, or maintenance experience, this is your chance to shine. Join a company that values your expertise and invests in your future. Are you ready to take the next step? Apply today by visiting careers.basco.com. Your future is waiting. Don't miss out. That's careers.basco.com. Briggs & Stratton is an equal opportunity employer. Join us and grow your career today.
All right, so we are back here live in Bloomfield, and let's go ahead now. Coach Fernetti has given me the green light. He'll be coming up here for a live interview. He is going to walk his team back into the locker room one final time before they come out. And he is going to, as soon as they run out from the tunnel, or the locker room, I should say, then he will make his way over to the broadcast booth. We will get him live on the program to give us his thoughts coming up on this exciting matchup between his Indians and, of course, the Valley Vikings. And let's talk about the Valley Vikings here. They are coming in pretty impressive season thus far. They are 20-5 on the year. Here's the kicker. You talk about what team looks better on paper this time of year. Honestly, each team in their own right mind looks pretty good on paper. And here's what I mean. Valley, they have done something huge for their community. They have won their first district championship since 1992, ending a 33-year drought when it comes to district titles. So that is why at this point in time in the season, everybody is good. Anybody can beat anybody on any given night. And I know Coach Fernetti very well. I know him well enough to know he knows what's at stake here tonight. And don't take anything for granted. Looking at some of their roster here, one guy that we're going to have to be paying attention to, that is their center. He is a 6'6" junior. That is Shane Aldridge. And let me tell you, this kid can rebound, and when he is inside the paint by doing my homework, he can flat out shoot the ball inside the paint. I think that's a guy that we're going to see go toe-to-toe with the Indians. And I'm going to tell you, we've seen Zimmerman. We got a chance to see Skylar Zimmerman in not one game this year, in multiple games. He would have his hands full with no matter who he's playing. But tonight could be one of his biggest tests of the season. And talking about the 6'6" center in Shane Aldridge. Right now, the Vikings are going back to the locker room. And they're being coached by Jacob Bollinger, by the way. They are going in the locker room one more time. That means the next time that we see the roar of the crowd, that we hear the roar of the crowd, that just means that we're going to be having the players coming back out onto the court. And I'll tell you now, it's very interesting here in Bloomfield, the way they've got the seating all set up. I mean, you don't know what fans you're sitting beside. I've seen Puxico fans in front of us. I've seen Viking fans in front of us as well. So it all depends on really what color of shirt you're seeing. If you're seeing the orange and the black, you know it's Puxico. If you're seeing the red and the black, you know it is Valley. So there you go. So Valley comes in. They are 20-5 on the season. And here's the kicker. You look at their overall production here of the season, and each team only has one common opponent, and that's it. And that is Clearwater. And both of these teams, well, I shouldn't say both, Valley took on Clearwater early in the season. It was their first game. They won 72-45, and that is the only common opponent. So when you look at these two teams, it is hard to put an emphasis on just how important this game is. Here come the Indians with 18 minutes to go. And that brings the Indian fans to their feet tonight. Led by Landon Burchard and Mason Parsley. Those were the two guys that coming out of the tunnel first. We are still awaiting for Coach Bryant Fernetti. It is a long walk over here, by the way, so I get why it may take a little bit of time from him to get out of the locker room to where we are here. It may take a little bit, but that's okay. We're going to stay right here, and we're going to watch for Coach Fernetti to come out. And as soon as he makes his way to where we are, then we will talk to him live on the program and get his thoughts here on this big matchup coming up. But matter of fact, he is coming to our right, so we're going to keep it here, Tim. We might want to get Coach Fernetti on camera this time. With it being a state playoff game, want to make sure that we make him feel as welcome as possible. We have a lot to ask him, and we're going to start with the hard-hitting questions first. That's the way I like to interview folks, Tim, is I like to ask them the hard-hitting questions first and then let them figure it out. That's what I'm talking about. We're going to put this on as soon as Coach Fernetti gets all mic'd up here. I will wear this during the broadcast. So we're going to ask Coach Fernetti the hard-hitting questions first off and get them all fired up. And first things first, Coach. Congratulations. Tell me how you're feeling about tonight's matchup. First hard question of the broadcast.
We just got to keep trying to do, what we've been doing the last couple nights and just kind of know who they want to get the ball to and try to limit what they want to do with it. And, try to make them do things they might not necessarily be as comfortable doing. So that's going to be the goal tonight, and just hope that we can, keep playing like we have been.
Looking at your all schedule, only one common opponent. That was Clearwater early in the season, so honestly, take all that out of consideration. What do you know about this team? You watch a lot of game film, but I think from what I've seen, from what I've rehearsed and what I've read, I think your team on paper, they look pretty good in this matchup. Yeah,
Valley's got some good size across the board, about 6 foot and above every position, so we got to make sure we rebound the ball tonight, obviously. They're going to be fired up. They made a long trip. They're going to want to represent themselves well. And if we show up not ready to play, especially at this time of year, some bad things can happen.
Let me ask you this. What was it about Bloomfield that made you want to come back here for the sectional round after your big win on Friday night?
Well, we've just played a lot of games over here. I think the last 2 or 3 years we've probably played more games in this gym than our own gym. And it allows, more people to be here to watch it. And, if you've never played here at Bloomfield, it's a little bit different than most gyms are. So, we're kind of used to it. And our kids and the community really enjoy coming over here to watch a ball game. So, it's kind of what we decided to do.
Skylar Zimmerman, he has had a great season thus far. He has went toe-to-toe with some great guards, some great forwards as well tonight. I think one of his biggest matchups against 6'6" junior Shane Aldridge. Your thoughts on that one?
Yeah, he's done a good job of just, guarding a little bit of everybody and, battling down in there. And, I thought he played really well the other night. And, hopefully we can get him the ball a little bit and he can keep rebounding the ball, protecting the rim, all those types of things that he does a good job of.
Looking at your fan base and this crowd, there was people lined up, Coach, at around 3:30 getting ready to come in this place. They were jacked up. They're fired up. On Friday night in this gym, you guys went on a tear. How critical will it be for your team to kind of mimic that and at least get off to a hot start against Valley tonight?
Yeah, anytime you can get off to a good start and kind of put the other team on their heels, is good. And then in here it gets real loud, and, if we can get our crowd into it, I think that's an advantage for us.
Which player or players do you want to see tonight step up and just have a great ball game from the very get-go? Who needs it more?
I don't know. I just think we just need to find whoever's open and try to take advantage of some mismatches like we did the other night. And, we always feel confident that somebody's going to have a favorable matchup for them because we are pretty deep with who can score. So we just got to kind of find that and see what we can do with it.
Two more questions. What was your final message to the boys in the locker room before they came out here a few minutes ago?
I just told them, a lot of people are here to watch you play, and don't disappoint them. Basically, give them what they want, give them the effort and energy and all those things that we've been doing, and that's what they're here to watch.
I'm digging this hat. I'm going to wear it during the broadcast. So final question, put the old coaching cap on to beat this team, move on to Friday for the quarterfinals in the Elite Eight. In your mind, Coach, what's it going to come down to?
I just think it comes down to, if we just keep playing defense like we have been, rebounding the ball, and then that allows us to get out and transition a little bit and, try to speed the game up, and I think that'll favor us.
So tonight, after we get the victory, we'll see you after the ball game and maybe bring a player with you as well.
Yep,
all right,
good.
Coach Fernetti joining us live. We'll let him get back to his team. We are under 13 minutes away until tip-off here tonight. We've got the Indians and we've got the Vikings. And sorry, Tim, I've got myself a Puxico Indian ball cap that I will be wearing during tonight's broadcast. Just saying. I tell you what, one thing about this group I really like is from the first moment that we met them, they have made us feel like we're family from the very get-go, and that says a lot. So, Puxico Nation, we appreciate your support. We're going to be getting things fired up here in about 12 minutes from right now. What we want to do, let's go back and talk a little bit about Valley, and let's talk about their points per game, etc., and then we will get right to our starting lineups here tonight. Let's talk about Valley as they come in 20-5 on the year. Now, technically, this is a neutral site because Puxico gave up their home field advantage home court advantage because they wanted to accommodate more people to come into the gym. So we're going to classify this as a neutral site. So Valley coming in 5-1 on a neutral site this year. They are averaging 64 points on offense, giving up 51 on defense. One thing about these two teams, it could very well be a defensive battle in the very get-go here tonight. Once again, their only common opponent was Clearwater earlier this season. The Vikings beat them 72-45. The Puxico Indians, you ready for this? Beat them 79-44. So a very close score when it comes to those two teams. By the way, a little note here for you. The last time these two schools met up was back in 2018. That was back at the beginning of that season, Current River Challenge. In that ball game, the Vikings beat them 69-66. Obviously, a lot has changed since that ball game in that season. Now looking at Valley and their road to their first district championship since 1992, 33-year drought. 33-year drought ended this past week. Valley took on Brentwood in the semifinals. Brentwood, by the way, was a 4 seed in that contest. They beat them by 12, 64-52. In the championship game, it was Valley as a 1 seed over the 3 seed Meadow Heights, and they beat them 55-43. That was the matchup there. Now looking over at the Indians out of Puxico. Let's talk about their road to getting here. And, of course, the Indians coming in 25-3 on the year. They're 13-0 on a neutral site. By the way, they won the Bloomfield Christmas Tournament on this floor this season. They are averaging 69 points on offense, giving up 46 points on defense. And once again, let's look at the Puxico Indians' road to their second consecutive district championship. They were able to defeat Chaffee in the semifinals by 30, 67-37. And then Charleston in the finals, 67-42, giving them their second championship in a row. All right, starting 5 looking a little bit like this. They're being coached by Bryant Fernetti in his 4th season as head basketball coach. His record is an impressive one, 78-30 on the year. His winning percentage is .722, coming in 25-3. By the way, the assistant coaches are Jimmy Davis, Aaron Thurston. The Indians are going to be wearing their home white jerseys with the orange and black trim and the orange and black numbering. Let's look at first off the bench here tonight for Coach Fernetti. A 6-foot senior guard at number 21, Jarrett Powell. Boy, this kid, if they're going to be successful, he will do some great things off the bench here tonight. A 5'8 junior guard, number 24, Kason Long, and a 5'10 junior guard, number 50, Mikey Dry. That's who we believe will be the first off the bench here tonight for the Indians out of Puxico. And great job there, Tim, putting up the team picture. By the way, we're doing that here tonight for both teams. Starting 5 is going to be the same, actually, the same as it has been most of this year. It'll end up being 2 juniors and the 3 seniors. Here we go. Number 1, Landon Burchard. He is a 5'10 junior guard. Number 13, Mason Parsley, a 5'8 senior guard. Number 25, Kason Long, a 6'2 senior forward. Also getting a start tonight is a 6-foot junior guard. Number 34, Jet Hancock, and a 6'4 senior forward. Number 35, Skylar Zimmerman. That's who we believe are going to be the starting 5 and the first off the bench here tonight for this team out of Puxico. And I'm telling you, it is packed to the rafters tonight. I see a lot of orange and black, that is for sure. I would say that even though we are on a neutral site, I am just going to go ahead and say it, still looks like this could end up being a home game for the Indians, because you look at the crowd and honestly, it looks like it is really a 2-1 advantage for the Puxico Indians. So what's at stake? I'll tell you what, it is a trip to the Elite Eight, basically, is what they call it in high school basketball. let's check our numbers real quickly on the Misha TV site. And let's see, wow, we've got so many folks already purchasing this video. Make sure and let your friends know. Make sure, if you're on Misha TV, click on the KWOC radio icon, and that will take you directly to our broadcast here tonight. We are 6 minutes away until we tip off here tonight. Make sure, if you're watching us on social media, if you are listening right now on Facebook, make sure and let us know where you're watching from. We want to hear from you tonight as we get ready to bring you an exciting contest between Puxico and Valley. Both teams, 20-win season so far this year. Only one can advance into the Elite Eight. We'll find out who it is coming up in about 5 minutes. Once again, let's say a big shout out to all of our sponsors. One of our sponsors, Matt Phillips, is here, and I didn't get any candy. Tim got a soda and a candy bar, but Matt, thank you so much, my friend. I appreciate that. As always, let's say a big shout out to all of our sponsors here. They include Ozark Legacy Insurance, also being brought to you by Ken's Truck and Trailers, Plaker Crop Consulting, and Ben Campbell Skid Steer LLC. Also being brought to you by Crab & Company, Puxico Nursing and Rehab, and being brought to you by Comfort Kings of Southeast Missouri, Barker's Towing and Auto Repair, First Midwest Bank, Shelter Insurance, Mark Kreisel, and being brought to you by Maverick Glass, Southeast Co-op, Rusty Tanner Masonry, Westwood Billard. Also being brought to you by Holloway Lumber, Hemby Pump Service, Cobb Junction Gazette, Express Collision, also Munch and Pump, Judy's Pick-a-Shack, Taylor's Heating and Cooling LLC at Taylor's Pet Grooming LLC, and being brought to you by Trifoam LLC, J.W. Mattingly with Aflac Insurance, Ryan Franklin Custom Application, Jayco Apparel and Promotions, Cousins Bar and Grill, Brock Williams at Shelter Insurance, also being brought to you by Nutrient Ag Solutions, Grab and Go, and Larry Hillis Dodge. All right, we're going to take our final timeout on Shuffle 92.9. We're going to take a 2-minute timeout, and when we come back, we will have the official lineups. We will have the national anthem. The ball goes in the hoop when we come back, and let me tell you, it is going to be championship basketball at its finest. It is the sectional round. The winner goes on to the quarterfinals on Friday. We'll find out what happens coming up next on the other side of this timeout. You're watching and listening to live coverage. It is exclusive coverage of the Class 2 sectional round featuring your Puxico Indians on the River Radio Sports Network. It is presented by Ozark Legacy Insurance Partners.
Hey, pizza lovers! Craving something delicious? Papa John's has got you covered with a large one-topping pizza for just $9.99. Perfect for all carry-out orders. But wait, there's more. Download the Papa Rewards app to earn points and get free pizzas. Order now by phone or online and explore even more tasty deals at papajohns.com. Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's. Don't miss out because your next pizza night just got a whole lot better.
Drive me over to that Grateful Heads place in Dexter. I heard they got a drive-thru. No need to get out of my seat.
Wait, Grandma, you go to Grateful Heads?
Of course, dear. They got top-shelf premium products and great deals. Plus, they're open Sunday through Friday. And if we go during happy hour from 1 to 3 p.m., I get a free gift when I spend $20 or more. You know how much I like free stuff.
Sounds like the best stop in town.
Oh, it is, dear. And don't forget, we need to stop by their sister store, Grateful Clouds, while we're in Dexter.
Grateful Heads Dexter, where the good times and great vibes never end.
If your late model car or light truck needs a part, Delta Auto Parts has been supplying quality pre-owned parts for many years. More than likely, they have the part you need. If not, they'll help you find it. Call today. Delta Auto Parts in Portageville, 800-392-0506, deltaautoparts.com.
Come on, Lucky, get in the car.
Good boy.
Oh, no. Lucky, you locked the car with the keys inside.
Crump Safe and Lock for 24-hour emergency service. Call 573-776-5007 or 325 East Pine in Poplar Bluff.
Station, Barker's Towing by request.
Did you advise Barker's Towing by request?
10-4, that was Barker's Towing by request.
Make contact. Barker's Towing is en route. Their number is 573-785-7811.
You have a choice. Request Barker's Towing. File with World and get a same-day tax advance loan of up to $7,000. World Finance has fast and easy filing options, directed debit funding, certified tax professionals, and refund assurance. Call or stop by World Finance in Poplar Bluff today.
All right, so we are back. That was our final commercial break of this pregame, and thank you so much here for tuning in. We've got the Valley Vikings and the Puxico Indians, and that just means there's only a limited amount of things left to do. And then we're going to get started. Valley coming in here tonight. They are 20-5 on the season, and you look at this team out of Puxico, they are ranked number 4 in Class 2. I'm not sure if we're going to have the national anthem. I would assume we're going to have the national anthem, but we'll see for sure. I think we are. Yes, we are indeed. So what we'll do is we're going to go down courtside here in just a moment, and we will have the national anthem. Let's go down courtside for the playing of our national anthem, and then our starting lineups is coming up next.
High student Lacey Warner for the singing of our national anthem.
So here is Lacey Warner.
Oh, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Outstanding job. What an amazing performance that was with that young lady with our national anthem. I don't think I've quite heard it sang that way all season long, Timbo. That was impressive. That was impressive. All right, so with that being said, woo, that gets me.
Bloomfield Schools would like to welcome you to the District 2 Sectional between the Valley Vikings
Let's just
and the
tell you what.
Puxico Indians.
It is the Puxico Indians and the Valley Vikings. Starting lineups coming up now for the Valley Vikings.
The Missouri State Schools.
We're going to do some housekeeping notes here real quickly. Thank you so much for tuning in.
And we encourage all spectators at tonight's game to keep in mind that good sportsmanship is expected as we set good examples for our students, players.
8 minutes on the clock, and that just means we are getting closer now to the tip-off. Just a reminder, Tim, we're going to have a great showing tonight. Massive crowds watching everywhere tonight. That's what it's about.
We thank you in advance for your cooperation.
Got a chance to meet so many of our great sponsors already who has come up, shook our hands. It's been amazing. We appreciate you. We love you, obviously. Now let's get to the starting lineups now.
Ready for some basketball?
Yeah, here we go. This crowd is fired up tonight for some basketball. All right, here we go for the Valley Vikings. Being coached by Jacob Bollinger, Kobe Maxwell, Dake McBraven, and Devin Barton.
A 6-foot senior.
A 6'1" senior, Caden Dickey. The Rally Towels are here.
a 6-foot senior, Chase DeClue. Number 10, a 6'2" senior, Cam Hendrick. Number 22, a 6'4" senior, Drew McClain. And number 35, a 6'4" senior, Weston Thompson.
So there you go, Dickey, DeClue, Hendrick, also McClain, Thompson. Now the Indian fans standing up. Let's go back courtside for the starting lineup for your Puxico Indians. Listen to this crowd.
Number 1, a 5'10" junior, Landon Butcher. Number 13, a 5'7" senior, Mason Parsley.
Makes you feel like you're there, right? Like you're sitting in front of this amazing crowd.
A 6'1" senior, Kason Long.
Best hair in Southeast Missouri right there, folks.
Number 34, a 5'11" junior, Jet Hancock.
Jet Hancock and the man in the middle.
A 6'4" senior, Skylar Zimmerman.
All right, so there you go, Skylar Zimmerman, the last to be introduced tonight. Let's introduce you to our officials for the night. They are Darren Garrison, Keith McMahon, and Lance Penn. He is Tim Hicks. I'm Frankie Castile. McMahon walking up. The whistle's going to sound, and let's play the Sweet 16 here in Bloomfield. Here we go. Tip-off is going to belong to the Vikings. They are wearing their red jerseys with the black trim, black numbering. They are going from right to left on your radio dial and your TV screen. Three-pointer coming is up and good by Cam Hendrick. Caden Dickey with a big assist. And that is a three-point basket. One thing about this, first time in the postseason where the Indians have trailed. Big two-pointer by Zimmerman is no good. Big rebound by Hancock. And then Burchard goes downtown. Boy, they needed that shot right there. It is a tie score, 3-3. Dickey now gets it outside to DeClue. Wide open jumper is good by Thompson. Boy, that was a nice open shot there. 5-3 the score. Burchard tries to go inside. Now Hancock gets a little bit of space. Long outside. Downtown. In and out. No good. Boy, I thought that was going to go. Dickey on the rebound. I thought that one was going to go down. It looked like it was. Dickey goes up and scores. It is a quick 7-3 score. Burchard, he wants a long three. This one is short. Zimmerman, what a great job by Zimmerman. Knocks it out of bounds, and it will stay with the Puxico Indians. Our ball game being brought to you by Ken's Truck and Trailer Sales in Poplar Bluff. Going to inbound too long. Long now gives it up to Burchard. Working it around the timeline. Parsley wide open and goes inside and scores. Boy, Parsley with the floater there. It's now 7-5. That was a nice move by Parsley as he is able to go up and get that score. Winner goes on to Friday night. Unknown location right now. Out of bounds, the last touch by Puxico. Remember, Ken buys and sells big trucks, Peterbilt, Kenworth, Freightliner, and more. 573-776-5334. Ken's a truck and trailer sales in Poplar Bluff. Hancock on the floor. Ball comes, strips, and it's going to be a jump ball, and it's going to go to the Indians. Good job by Hancock as DeClue gets up a little bit hobbled coming in. Keller Lowry coming in now for Chase DeClue. Lowry is a 6-foot junior. 5:50 to play here in the first quarter. 7-5 is your score. Pretty close ball game in the early going. Zimmerman gives it out to Burchard. Burchard hit his first jumper of the ball game. Now long, back to Zimmerman. Zimmerman floats it outside. Three-pointer coming by Hancock is no good. Hancock slipped and fell, and I believe he stepped out of bounds. It's going to go right back to the Valley Vikings. Puxico Nursing and Rehab Center is also a proud supporter of Puxico Indians basketball. If you're looking for compassionate, home-like care for your loved ones, it is Puxico Nursing and Rehab Center, proud supporters of Indians basketball. What a move all the way down the court there by Lowry. It's no good. Zimmerman, after the ball was tipped there by Long, it gets the rebound. Burchard inside the lane, goes up, count it, and the bucket. Boy, that is awesome. Watch this instant replay presented by Barker's Towing and Auto Repair. Wow. Burchard just makes them pay. Weston Thompson picks up the first foul, by the way. We are tied at 7. Burchard now on the free throw line. Almost Mr. Automatic, and that one goes down. I thought for a second I may have jinxed him. Not so fast. It is 8-7 now. Indians lead by 1. We've got a foul coming on Burchard, I believe. And that'll be his first, team foul number 1. Inbounding now for the Vikings. McClain gets it back out to Dickey. Dickey trying to go inside, slips and falls. No call. Could have been a walk. It was not called. Good job by the officials. I'm telling you, officials are going to let them play tonight. I like it. 4:38 to go here in the first. 8-7 to score. Outside to McClain, and we're going to get a travel this time on McClain. It's going to go right back over now to the Puxico Indians. Big showing right now on social media, on YouTube and on Facebook. Let us know where you're watching from. By the way, this broadcast is also on mshsaa TV as well. Hancock is going to have it taken away, but they're going to say last touch by Hancock, and it goes right back over to the Vikings. 4:18 to go here in the first quarter of play. Big crowd watching us on mshsaa TV tonight. Dickey now gets it over to Hedrick. Hedrick back to Dickey, top of the key. Going inside. Shot is no good. Parsley may have been the last one to touch it. He did.
In for the Vikings, number 2, Chase DeClue.
So Chase DeClue is going to come back in the ball game now. He'll replace Weston Thompson. 8-7 is your score here in the early going right now. DeClue, we're live on Shuffle 92.9 and streaming live at shuffle929.com. 3:45 and counting here in the first. Good job by Burchard. Ooh, we're going to get a foul, though, before the pass was going to be a foul on the Puxico Indians. It's going to be on Jet Hancock. Burchard was just about to steal that pass. Ginger Holloway tuning in tonight. Tell you what, the Holloway family is so great in Puxico. Three-pointer coming. This one's off the mark. It's no good. Big rebound by McClain. And McClain is going to get called for the double dribble. So McClain with the double dribble gives it right back over to the Indians. So the first thing that we have found out here in the first 4 minutes, the rebounding is definitely right now in favor of the Vikings. Burchard going up high off the glass. He's got 8 points. It is now a 10-7 ball game. 3:09 to go. Dickey's going to be blocked, and a foul is going to be called on Zimmerman.
Caden Dickey will draw the foul.
Zimmerman gets too much contact, and that'll be a foul. Caden Dickey now on the free throw line. By the way, Crab & Company, located just south of Lake Wappapello on Highway T, opened in May of 2010. I'll tell you what, Duncan does the front. Jackson and his team work together. We're going to see Burchard, by the way, coming out of the ball game. On the other end, Cam Hedrick is going to check out. Hayden Todd is out. Second one is up, and it's good as well. It is now a 10-9 ball game. Jason, by the way, does the Hickory Smoked Barbecue, hand-cut steak, seafood. They're open Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays in time for the season. 10-9. Dickey now gets it outside. Burchard going to be a jump ball. It's going to stay with the Vikings. Jerry is watching from Jefferson City. Let's go Indians, they say. I like it. And we're going to get a whistle here and a foul, I believe, by Mason Parsley, I believe. And that's already 4 team fouls. Yep, going to be on Parsley. That is 4 team fouls already here for the Indians. 10-9 is your score. They threw it away in the backcourt. Hancock comes up with it, goes up and scores. Threw it too strong in the backcourt. Hancock takes advantage, and we're going to get a timeout called. It is a timeout called by the Vikings. It is a 30-second timeout. Timeouts here. This ball game is all being brought to you by our good friends over at Comfort Kings of Southeast Missouri. No matter what the reason, Comfort Kings of Southeast Missouri has you covered with reliable heating and cooling solutions. 573-625-9583. Also being brought to you by our good friends at First Midwest Bank. From your first checking account to starting a small business, First Midwest Bank is invested in the people who make up the communities we serve. Make sure and visit one of the First Midwest Bank locations or go online to www.onemidwest.com, member FDIC. So we'll see following that timeout. It is a 12-9 score. Puxico leads by 3 with 2:31 to play in quarter number 1. This place is almost, oh, what a block. What a block by Hancock. Hancock, wide open 3, money. Oh, what a shot that was. The defense leads to offense, 15-9. Puxico now leads by 6. Tracy, we are streaming this game on mshsaa TV. We're not able to stream it live on Facebook and YouTube. What a move by Hayden Todd. It is 15-11. Boy, that was a nice move inside the paint. Nice move inside the paint. Burchard outside. Jarrett Powell just checks in a moment ago. So Jarrett Powell in the ballgame now for Skylar Zimmerman. It goes out of bounds. A last touch by the Vikings. Andy Foster is tuning in from Kansas City. Glad to have you alongside, Andy. Believe you're going to be getting some snow up that direction pretty soon, I think. You guys can have all you want up there, though. We're ready for spring down here. Burchard now slowing it up a little bit. 1:24 to play. Burchard goes up off the glass. What a move by the junior. 17-11 now the score. Boy, this Burchard kid, so fun to watch. And now a big turnover. Parsley with a steal. Gives it up to Burchard. Up and no good. Rebounded by Hancock. Gives it up now to Jarrett Powell. Long wants a 3. Give me a 3. Bang! is. Give me that three. 20-11 now. Oh, baby, this is fun. This is fun tonight in Bloomfield. 41 seconds and counting. Gives it outside to McLean. McLean, double team. Pressure is staggering right now. Oh, we're going to get a foul on the Indians, and that'll be a bonus foul. Jessica Thurston tuning in from Osage Beach. That'll be on Kaysen Long, his first. It is a double bonus now for Drew McLean, down by 9. Platcher Crop Consulting and Ben Campbell Skid Steer LLC. Payne Contracting, or I should say Platcher Crop is a proud supporter of the Puxico High School boys basketball team. Contact them for all your concrete and excavation needs. 20-12 is the score. Second one is no good. Three-pointer is off the mark. It's no good. So now Burchard coming up. Going to let the clock run down. It is an 8-point game. 20-12 is the score. Belinda listening from Bloomfield. Burchard now gives it up to Parsley. Oh, it's going to be a backcourt, I believe. Trying to let the clock run down as much as possible. Smart play there by Parsley. I like that play. That's very smart. For the Valley Vikings.
Number 10, Cam Hedrick.
Hedrick is back in the ball game. He'll replace Hayden Todd. 3.3 seconds, all that remains. They get it in just in time. Launching a three ball, no good by Lowry. And that is how the quarter comes to a close. The Indians, they lead 20-12. Our ball game being brought to you by Mark Kreisel Shelter Insurance. Big thanks goes out to Mark Kreisel with Shelter Insurance, the proud sponsor of this game. Mark is here to help you find the right coverage for your family. Also, your home, your vehicles at the best price. Reach out today for great service and, more importantly, a peace of mind. It is Mark Kreisel with Shelter Insurance. Also, Placker Crop Consulting and Ben Campbell Skid Steer are proud to cheer on the Puxico Indians all the way to the state Final Four. Your hard work, dedication, and teamwork have gotten you this far, and we know you'll keep pushing for that championship. Go Indians, we're with you all the way. And being brought to you by Express Collision out of Dexter. They believe that you and the vehicle you own are our customer, not the insurance company. We're committed to returning your vehicle in its pre-accident condition using the latest technology recommended by the manufacturer. 573-614-7487 and make your appointment today. It is Express Collision in Dexter, a proud supporter of Puxico Indian basketball. All right, so here we go as we get ready for the second quarter. The Indians now, they will inbound. Going inside. Shot is no good by Hancock, but Long will follow through with the offensive rebound and the 2 points. Dickey now is going to have it lost, and we're going to get a backcourt violation. It is a backcourt violation by DeClure. And coming in now for the Indians, Zimmerman back in the ball game for Parsley. (22-12) now the score. Let's see what Puxico is able to do. Cam Hedrick is back in the ball game, as is Drew McLean. Bumping down low, shot is no good by Zimmerman. And the rebound is going to be taken by Dickey. Keller, three-pointer is no good by DeClue. And going to be bounced right back to Jarrett Powell. Powell gives it up to Burchard. Burchard for three is no good. Rebounded by Caden Dickey, and now we're off to the races. Dickey gives it up. Three-pointer coming by McLean. It's good. Boy, they needed that one. That is a shot that Valley desperately needed. Hancock says, I'll take one. And he will come right back with his own three-pointer. 25-15 the score now. It's back to a 10-point margin. And we're going to get a whistle here. It's going to go away. Going to be a turnover. Offensive foul. It'll be on the Vikings. So Cam Hedrick on the foul. Turnover there by the Vikings. Already 7 turnovers by the Vikings in the early part of this ball game. Hancock gets some space. Triple teamed outside to Long. Long does a smart thing. Now goes right back inside. Off the glass and no good. What a rebound by Zimmerman. What a rebound. Zimmerman blocks out 2 defenders and still makes them pay. Unbelievable. Rhonda Wolf is tuning in from Puxico. Boy, this Indians team, they are fun to watch. Kevin Shepard is rooting them all the way from Holiday, Florida. That's awesome. Very true to see that Puxico fans, they run deep. Burchard, big steal. Over to Jarrett Powell. Powell now gets it to Hancock, going to be taken away. DeClue with the steal. Now we're going to get a foul, bumping foul here on Jarrett Powell. Didn't mean to, an excuse me hit there. Just enough though for the contact. And Parsley going to come back in.
For the Vikings, number 35,
Weston Thompson coming in for Drew McLean. 5:31 to go here in the first half. Backdoor cut. Shot is no good by DeClue. He gets his own missed shot and goes back up and scores. Three-pointer by Hancock. This one is in and out, no good. Boy, that looked good going down. Rebounded by Hedrick. Going to go over the hands of Dickey and a quick turnover. So now for the Indians, Carson Long now is going to come in. He's going to come in for Jet Hancock. Hancock will go to the bench real quick. By the way, coming up at halftime, guess who I've got on the program, Tim? I got Brad Holloway coming on from Holloway Lumber. I'm excited to have him on. He knows his Puxico Indians basketball, let me tell you. Very knowledgeable guy. 4:42 to go. Long now thought about taking a three, looking around, gets it back out to Burchard, and now Parsley gets it back to Burchard. Wide open three, and bang! What an absolute play from start to finish. That was money right there. And a turnover. Offensive foul going to be called against the Vikings. It'll be on Lowry, I believe. His first. And we're going to see Long taking a seat. Jet Hancock is back in. Kaysen Long now to the bench for a couple of minutes. Boy, this is a nice ball game so far. 30-17 already for the Puxico Indians. 5 three-pointers in the ball game. They are shooting 5 out of 10. Here's another one. Zimmerman too strong. Zimmerman could not get the shot to go down. Ball is tipped around out of bounds, and it will stay with the Indians. Ruthie is tuning in from Cape. Also, Miss Hayes watching from Dallas, Texas. Loving the Puxico Indians. Burchard, he pump faked for a second. Pull-up jumper from the elbow is no good. Good rebound by Hancock. Three-pointer by Parsley. Oh, baby, what a shot that was. Parsley brings everybody to their feet. Wow, what a shot. Our timeouts here tonight brought to you by Comfort Kings. No matter the reason and the season, Comfort Kings of Southeast Missouri, they've got you covered with reliable heating and cooling solutions. 573-625-9583. Let's go Indians. And being brought to you by our good friends at Southeast Co-op. Southeast Co-op in Puxico is a local business dedicated to supporting the family community. They offer a wide range of agriculture services and products, including solutions for crop production, also livestock, and much more. It is Southeast Co-op, a proud supporter, and Taylor's Heating and Cooling LLC for certified and licensed HVAC service and installation in Southeast Missouri. Make sure and trust Taylor's Heating and Cooling LLC for tailor-made comfort all year round. Call Taylor's Heating and Cooling, proud supporters of Puxico basketball and their cheerleaders. Call Parker at 573-270-8846 for all your heating and cooling needs. Big shot there, batted around. Lowry with a big rebound. And now Dickey pull-up jumper from the elbow is good. He's got 6 points. Boy, that was a nice shot. That was a nice shot there by Dickey. 3:22 to go here in the first half. Three-pointer by Long. It's good! Carson Long with a three ball.
3 points.
Ball gets away from one of the officials, and Long has to tie his shoe at 36-19. Puxico, 54% by the way, from downtown, 7 of 13. You should see our camera guy's face, Tim Hicks. He's in amazement right now. It is raining threes in Bloomfield. Oh my goodness, Lowry with a big three ball of his own. 36-22 now. Parsley says, I want another one. It's no good this time. Rebounded by DeClue. Going to go out of bounds. The last touch by the Indians. It's going to say possession favors the Vikings. Boy, what a crowd here tonight. What a crowd here in Bloomfield for this Puxico matchup. Oh, one too many steps. Yes, sir. Turnover on DeClue. DeClue turns it over. It's amazing how many people are listening to the audio right now on Facebook and YouTube. A huge crowd on Misha TV and listening on the radio. Hancock a little bit short there on that shot. Ball is on the floor, still wrapped up, and I believe it's going to be Puxico, or I should say Kelly Vikings basketball. Valley's basketball is what I'm trying to say there.
Is for the Indians, number 25, Cason Long.
So Cason Long back in the ballgame now for Carson Long. .209 to play here in the first half. Three-pointer coming is good by Thompson. Or make that by Keller Lowry again. Thompson had a big play in that one. 36-25, Zimmerman now gives it up to Burchard for the three ball. Is good! 16 points for the young man. Boy, Burchard is sure fun to watch. Three ball by DeClue. This one is no good. Rebounded by Burchard. One thing you don't want to do, and that is get in a three-point contest shooting. Burchard again, it's no good. Rebounded this time by Zimmerman, and rebounding foul on the Vikings. I was going to say, you don't want to get into a three-point shooting contest with this team out of Puxico. That could be a bad thing. Hancock gives it up to Zimmerman, and a foul going to be called on DeClue. Each trying to make a play on the ball and could not do it.
Chase DeClue, his first, team fourth.
14 fouls here in this half, or in the quarter rather. Still got 1:07 to go. Parsley gets a little bit of space. Gonna lose it to DeClue. Good sportsmanship there on the other side, and a blocking foul coming up on Kason Long. That'll be his second. Still a 14-point game, by the way. We've got a special birthday we're going to give out coming up here in just a minute. Boy, big steal there by Parsley. Gets it right back. Hancock is going to be fouled by Dickey.
Fouls on number 1. Hayden Dickey is first. Team fifth. Shooting for the Indians, number 34, Jet Hancock.
So Hancock now makes the first shot.
In for the Vikings, number 10, Cam Hedrick.
So Hedrick is back in the ball game. Jarrett Powell is back in as well. Hancock's second one is no good. Boy, nearly come away with a big rebound there. 15-point game, and Zimmerman is going to be called for the foul.
Foul's number 35, Skylar Zimmerman. His second, team third. Shooting for the Vikings, number 1, Caden Dickey.
So Caden Dickey now goes to the free throw line. By the way, we want to say happy 82nd birthday to Miss Jean Placker. She is watching tonight. We appreciate her and all her support. So happy birthday, Miss Jean, turning 82 today. That's awesome. Mikey Dry coming in the ball game for the first time, a 5'10 junior. Second one is on the way. It's up and good.
In the Vikings, number 3, Hayden Todd.
So Hayden Todd back in now for Caden Dickey, who will go to the bench right now, down by 2 touchdowns. It is a 14-point game. So now Landon Bircher just going to hold the ball as long as he can, maybe just try to get into the second half here, up by 14 or more. 25 seconds, pretty smart move that they are doing. I like it. Trying to hold the ball maybe for one shot. Possession arrow also favors the Indians as well. So may try to get a 2-for-1 here. 7 seconds. Burchard goes up and he'll draw the contact with 5 seconds left.
He'll be shooting 2 for the Indians. Fouls at number 10, Cam Hendrick. His second.
Munch and Pump is a proud supporter of Puxico basketball. When the competition heats up, who fuels your drive? It is Munch and Pump. Power up with delicious food, ice cold drinks, and the best prices and selection around. It is truly a one-stop shop, locally owned and operated. It is Munch and Pump. Burchard, no good on the first free throw. He'll get one more. Coming up, it is our first Midwest Bank halftime report. Makes 1 out of 2. So now Dry coming out. Carson Long is back in. Also, Caden Dickey is back in the ball game. He'll come in for Cam Hedrick. 5.2 seconds is all that remains. Going to get a whistle and a foul coming up. It'll be on the Indians. I believe it's going to be on Parsley. Thank you, Ronald. A happy 90th birthday today to Coach Gene Bess.
In for the Indians, number 50.
Legendary coach out of Three Rivers College in Poplar Bluff. Parsley taking a seat. Mikey Dry back in at 3.7 seconds is all that remains. Oh, what a steal by Burchard. Goes up and scores. Watch the replay here, folks, on the inbound. Watch this. Burchard goes up in money. And that is how the half comes to a close. 43-26 is your score. Wow, what a first half. And we've got a lot to break down. Coming up, it is our halftime report presented by First Midwest Bank. So what we're going to do here in the short term is we are going to go just to a very brief break. And when we come back, we will have your First Midwest Bank halftime report. It has been a great first half here for the Indians. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in about 35 seconds. You're watching and listening to live coverage. It is Puxico Indian basketball live on Shuffle 92.9. This is the River Radio Sports Network. It is presented by Ozark Legacy Insurance Partners.
It's time for the First Midwest Bank Halftime Report on Shuffle 92.9 and streaming live on shuffle929.com. First Midwest Bank is invested in the people who make up the community we serve. First Midwest is here to help you plan your financial future. Stop by one of the First Midwest Bank locations or visit them at www.onemidwest.com. Member FDIC. Let's go back courtside. Here's Frankie Castile.
All right, so we are back with our First Midwest Bank halftime report. And, of course, you look at what we've got here in the first half. It has been a great battle here. Puxico off to a fantastic lead here tonight. And we're going to get Mr. Brad Holloway to join us on the halftime report. First off, Mr. Holloway, thank you so much for your support, obviously. And I hope you're digging the hat that I'm wearing tonight.
Hey, you got the right hat.
I got the right hat,
good
indeed.
Work.
Absolutely. So let's talk about, first and foremost, let's talk about the game. What have you seen so far? And I'll tell you what, Burchard right now, 19 big points in the first half. This kid to end the first half, a big steal. It turns into 2 points the other way.
Yeah, you know what he can do when they need a basket? You know, everybody can just get out of the way, and he'll run right through the middle and score one. It seems like he's always there anytime they need a basket.
Absolutely, man. What about your fan base here? This is amazing. There were some folks lined up before 3:30 today to get into this place.
That's what we got here about 5 o'clock. I thought, an hour early, we'll get a good parking spot, a good seat, and we come in there, it was already full.
I was going to say, how'd that work out for you?
Yeah, I'm a little worried there's not anybody left in town.
I tell you what, man, the amount of people right now that are watching on every platform that we have, it is amazing. And let's talk about, for just 1 minute here, Holloway Lumber and what you guys do for the community. You guys do so much. Your family does so much for Puxico. I know Miss Holloway, Ginger Holloway, is watching right now. Great lady as well. You guys do so much for the community.
Well, I'm a little biased because that's my mom, but...
Gotcha. Okay. Well, nice. Well, she's a good lady, by the way.
Yeah. My family, we've been there for a long time. I'm the fourth generation at Holloway Lumber, and I've got two daughters. That's the fifth generation. And it was actually my great-grandfather that started it. He opened it as a lumber company in 1948. Wow. Prior to that, he sold Chevrolet vehicles and International Harvester tractors out of the same location that we're in today.
Absolutely. It's just amazing what you guys do, and what I'm just blown up with by all the community support. And I can't tell you how many people have come up to us, Tim and I, and just said, hey, thank you for being here for our kids and our community. I'm telling you what, I spent the whole weekend, as you know, making sure that Tim and I were going to be able to be here tonight. And honestly, there's no other place I'd rather be right now on a Monday night.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about. There's got to be, I think the gym will seat 2,200 people here, and there's got to be
there's not many open seats.
1,400 people from Puxico.
Yeah, I was going to say, there's not many open seats here at all.
I think the population sign says about 900, so...
Man, it's amazing. So tell me, what would this mean, not only to the team, but to the community, to get this win tonight and move on to the Elite Eight coming up on Friday?
Well, Puxico is a basketball town. We don't have a football team, and they have a really rich basketball tradition. Everybody still talks about the early 50s when Puxico won back-to-back state championships, and we haven't made a trip to the Final Four since I believe it was 1953.
I think it was 1953.
And the way the season ended last year, that game at Poplar Bluff, I think the boys have been on a mission since then to get back to that point and make it further, because as motivated as they were last year, I think even more so after the way last year ended, because they know they were good enough to make it further. And
absolutely,
yeah, I think they're driven to make it happen this time.
I tell you what, I'm just so glad that you were able to come over here for a few minutes. And remember, tell folks that don't know, talk about Holloway Lumber. How can we find you, my friend?
Oh, we're located right in the middle of Puxico. If you come through on 51 Highway, you can't miss us. We're on both sides of the road. We've got a big pile of culverts right across the street from our main building. And our building there is one of the oldest ones in Puxico. I think it was built in 1902. So
wow. Well,
we've been there a long time.
I'm so grateful for you guys' support. I know Tim, he appreciates it as well. Our whole family does. And I tell you what, go Indians. We've got one more half, and hopefully this team is keeping on dancing here in early March.
Yeah, they just got to keep doing what they've been doing. Take care of the ball. Don't throw it away. And as long as they, don't commit turnovers, and they're gonna hit the shots. And
Very
got
well
a
said.
good start tonight.
All right, my friend. Well, thank you so much for the time, and enjoy the rest of the ball game. And hopefully at the end of the game, we're moving on to Friday.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Frankie. You've done a good job covering these games. We really appreciate it. There's been a lot of people that they can't make it over here for one reason or another, and they've bragged what a good job you've done with broadcast, and we really appreciate it.
Means a lot to me. Brad Holloway Lumber. Remember, they've been open since 1948. Make sure and go by and see them. It is our first Midwest Bank halftime report. We will break it all down, and let's talk about this ball game. Let's talk about the first half here. Oh, my buddy Sean Nivy is tuning in tonight. He said he's caught me on the broadcast wearing the old Cleveland Indians hat. Nope, the Puxico Indians hat, that is, my friend. So what we'll do is we will come right back in just a minute, and we will have your first half stats coming up. Let's come back in 1 minute. You're watching live coverage. It is Puxico basketball. We are live on the River Radio Sports Network, presented by Ozark Legacy Insurance Partners.
If your late model car or light truck needs a part, Delta Auto Parts has been supplying quality pre-owned parts for many years. More than likely, they have the part you need. If not, they'll help you find it. Call today. Delta Auto Parts in Portageville. 800-392-0506. DeltaAutoParts.com.
Come on, Lucky, get in the car.
Good boy.
Oh, no. Lucky, you locked the car with the keys inside.
Crump Safe and Lock for 24-hour emergency service. Call 573-776-5007 or 325 East Pine in Poplar Bluff.
Station, Barker's Towing by request.
Did you advise Barker's Towing by request?
10-4, that was Barker's Towing by request.
Make contact. Barker's Towing is en route. Their number is 573-785-7811.
You have a choice. Request Barker's Towing.
Get up to $7,000 in an early refund advance when you file with World. That's right. You can get a same-day tax advance loan of up to $7,000. Fast, easy filing options, certified tax pros, and refund assurance. World Finance in Poplar Bluff.
All right, so we are back here live in Bloomfield, and what a great atmosphere. I was just telling Tim how much fun we were having tonight. Puxico shooting at 50% from the field, 8 of 16 from the arc. That is big in itself. 10 rebounds, 9 assists, 4 turnovers. The Vikings are also shooting 50%. They are 4 of 9 from downtown, 13 turnovers. And that is where we are currently with this broadcast. I tell you what, it has been a very fun broadcast at this point, but now this is where things become even tighter, because third quarters are always sometimes could be a very difficult quarter depending on what side you are on. So we'll see tonight. We'll see if Puxico can keep that momentum and that drive going. They are up right now by a score of 43-26. Thank you again for tuning in live here in Bloomfield. Same starting five for the Puxico Indians as we get back to live action. The Indians are 16 minutes away from continuing on their quest. I'll tell you what, Tim and I are hoping that they get this done, because I know Tim and I, we're not done by a long shot. We don't want this to end. Not right now. Here we go. We switch sides, and now the Indians have the ball. They're going right to left on your radio dial and your TV screen. Parsley's shot is no good. Good rebound by Weston Thompson. Oh, what a steal. What a steal by Long. Goes up and scores. Carson Long. Long with a big jumper and then a big block on the other end by Zimmerman. (45-26) now. So Puxico coming out. Long looking for a shot. He'll back it out. Top of the key now to Hancock. Hancock lobs it up to Zimmerman. Pull-up jumper, fadeaway, little short. Hancock flies in for the loose ball rebound. Three ball is in and out, no good. Well, I tell you what, that last three there, that three-point attempt by Parsley, I thought that bad boy was going down. It looked like it was going to sink it. It's going to be a foul on Drew McClain, his first personal. And now Zimmerman gets the inbound. Dickey has a steal. Dickey now one-on-one with Parsley, goes up and scores. He's got 9 points. He's got 9 points in the ball game. Same starting five for both sides as we begin. Rusty Tanner Masonry, a proud supporter. Three ball, no good by Burchard, rebounded by Hancock. Hancock is going to get fouled, and he will shoot some free throws coming up. Rusty Tanner Masonry specializes in quality brick, block, and stonework. A proud supporter of Puxico Indians basketball. Also brought to you by Westwood Billiards. Foul going to be on Chase DeClue. First one is up and good for Hancock. Westwood Billiards, located at 2207 South Westwood Boulevard in Poplar Bluff, offers a fun, relaxed atmosphere for pool lovers. Enjoy many games like darts, cards with your new friends. Whether you're a casual player or a pro, it's a perfect spot for a great game. 47-28 now. Dickey goes up. His shot is no good. A big rebound by Long. Parsley back over to Burchard. His shot is no good. Zimmerman got the rebound, and then he is fouled from behind. Two free throws coming up. Hemby Pump Service. Proud supporters, got water? If you're in need of reliable pump services, look no further than Hemby Pump Service in Puxico. 573-778-7450. They are proud supporters of Keller Lowry coming in. They're proud supporters of Puxico Indian basketball. 48-28. Second one is up. It is no good. Big rebound there by DeClue. A 20-point game right now. Very important for the Puxico Indians to maintain this lead. Three ball coming is good by Lowry. Woo, that was a nice shot. That was pretty. 48-31 now the score. Big move by Burchard. Big move by Burchard. He's got 21 points. Timeout called, presented by Comfort Kings of Southeast Missouri. Also being brought to you by Com Junction Gazette. Joey Ferris with Com Junction Gazette wishes the Puxico Indians the best of luck tonight in this state tournament game. And being brought to you by Taylor's Pet Grooming LLC. They are your pet. Make sure your pet is treated like family. Owner and stylist Ricky Taylor offers expert grooming services to keep your furry friend looking and feeling great. Follow us on Facebook. Taylor Pet Grooming is also a proud supporter of Puxico basketball and their cheerleaders. 5:33 to go here in the third quarter. Ball goes out of bounds. The last touch by. Ooh, I thought that was. Indians fans thought that maybe it was last touch by the Vikings, but that's not to be the case. Vikings get the ball right back. Tries to inbound. Bircher does a great job deflecting that pass out of bounds. That was a great deflection there. 19-point ball game. Once again, they get it in to Lowry. Boy, he was hit on the shot, no call. And now Hancock comes up with it. Three-pointer by Parsley is good. Boy, that was a big shot. Big-time shot. 53-31 now. Dickey trying to get something going here for his team. They have had some struggles. A big turnover there by Dickey. Hancock. Parsley now looking around, finds Burchard wide open three. It is mowed a little bit short that time. But Zimmerman with the offensive putback. It is up and good. 55-31 now the score. Boy, I tell you what, this Puxico team, they are poised to make a huge run. They're making some noise tonight. 55-31. It was tight early. Spoke too soon. A big turnover. Up and good by DeClue. So DeClue with 2 more points. 55-33 the score now. Parsley looking around, gets it over to Burchard. Burchard now goes up, and his is off the glass, no good. Big rebound by Lowry. Good bounce pass over to McLean. His shot is no good. Big rebound taken by Kason Long. Long, one-on-one, goes up, and it's no good. Rebounded by DeClue. Fast-paced action here. Three-pointer. Going to be short this time, right into the hands of Todd. So now Lowry, he's got 9 points in the contest. Nearly had a turnover there. Three-pointer by Todd. In the corner is no good. Big rebound by Dickey. Now we're going to get a foul on the Indians. It'll be a foul on Puxico.
Foul number 34.
It's going to be on Jet Hancock. So Caden Dickey now will take a seat. Cam Hedrick is going to come in the ball game. On the other end, Jarrett Powell's going to replace Skylar Zimmerman. 2:48, Lowry from downtown, short this time. Powell with a big rebound. 3 minutes to go here in the third. Burchard works it over. Three-pointer by Parsley. This one is no good. Big rebound taken by Cam Hedrick. 2:46 now. Steal, big time steal by Long, or by Hancock rather. Burchard, 21 points in the contest. Thought about taking a three, pump fakes, goes inside. Hancock for three, no good. And we're going to get a stoppage of play here. And we've got a player down, and boy, that's not good. It looks like it's going to be Thompson. That's the one that's down on the floor. I'm not sure really what happened. He was going for a loose ball rebound. So while they work on Thompson, number 35, Weston Thompson, a 6'3" senior. I'm not sure if maybe he hit his head when he came down. Maybe that's what it was. Ryan Franklin Custom Application for all your application needs. Spraying, fertilizer, and lime. Call Franklin Custom Application LLC. 573-429-4223. Proud supporters of Puxico Indians basketball. Trust us to keep your fields in top shape all season long. And being brought to you by Tri-Foam LLC. We don't cut corners, we spray them. We specialize in spray foam installation for metal buildings, residential and commercial properties, as well as a spray foam roofing and concrete uplifting, even leveling. For expert advice and service, And for all your installation needs, call Paul Lawrence. Three-pointer is no good by Jet Hancock. A big rebound by Parsley. Inside to Jarrett Powell for the bucket. For expert service advice, call Paul Lawrence at 573-714-5504. Hancock with a huge rebound. Parsley again, dumps it off again, inside to Zimmerman. And Zimmerman is going to be fouled in the process. Cam Hedrick gets called for his second personal foul. J.W. Mattingly with Aflac Insurance. Add an extra layer of protection for life speed bumps with J.W. Mattingly at Aflac Insurance. They offer a wide range. Hedrick coming out. That last shot was no good by Zimmerman. J.W. Mattingly now with Aflac Insurance, now offering exclusively new group dental and vision coverages. 573-300-3234 for a quote today with J.W. Mattingly, Aflac Insurance. Three-pointer coming is good by DeClue. DeClue with a big three ball, 58-36. Oh, what a Euro step. What a Euro step by Landon Burchard. He's got 23 points on the evening so far. He has been everywhere tonight to this point. Under 2 minutes here, almost coming up on a minute to be exact. What a block by Zimmerman. Burchard leads a Parsley up and good. Oh, baby, this one's starting to pull away. And we're going to get a whistle here and a foul coming up. I believe it's going to be on the Vikings. Drew McClain calling for the offensive foul. By the way, Cousins Bar and Grill, another proud supporter. Are you coming to the lake soon? Well, owners at Jason Wright with J.W. Mattingly at Aflac Insurance. Owners at Jason White and Luke Presson are remodeling the old VFW and will be opening in early May. We're creating a fun environment for everyone, young, old, families, and friends. And Zimmerman able to crash inside and get the 2 points. We're going to have a great atmosphere. Big steal by Burchard. Burchard for the three. It's good. Oh, baby. Puxico fans high-fiving everywhere. And we're going to get a whistle here and a foul coming up. 67-36.
Jet Hancock will call the foul. His third. In for the Indians, Cason Long and Carson Long.
So Cason and Carson Long coming in for the Puxico Indians. Ball's in the backcourt. Turnover going to be a backcourt violation. Parsley taking a seat for the time being, as is Jet Hancock with 14.3 seconds left. Landon Burchard going to walk it down the floor. Over to Zimmerman. 2 seconds. 1 second. Got to get it off. He does. It's going to hit the front end. Woo! Boy, that was close. That was close. Jayco Apparel and Promotions. Looking for top quality custom apparel? Well, Jayco delivers with screen printing, DTF, and embroidery. Perfect for teams, businesses, and events. They also offer promotional products to help you brand stand out. With fast turnarounds and a focus on quality, they specialize in company and team stores for easy ordering. Your brand deserves the best. Shop local and stand out with Jayco. And brought to you by Brock Williams Shelter Insurance. Proudly serving Dexter and the surrounding area. Brock and Matt Mitchell are here to help you with all your insurance needs. Call 573-624-8923 today. Brock and Matt wish the Puxico Indians the best of luck in this year's state tournament. Tell you what amazing support that we have. I take great pride in reading off all of our sponsors because without them, there is no way that we would be able to be here tonight. No doubt about that. Lowry back in, Dickey is back in, DeClue is back in, also McLean and Hayden Todd. Here we go. Final 8 minutes of this ball game. And right now we are starting with the running clock here. It is beyond 30 points. The Indians are close to moving on. Shot is going to be short. And we're going to get, I believe, a jump ball, and it's going to go to the Puxico Indians. Clock is going to run right now. So now as we get to Long, gets it back out to Zimmerman. Look at the lob pass there. Going to get an arm. It's going to be away from the ball. It's going to be on Kaysen Long on the offensive foul. And that'll be his third personal foul. Nutrient Ag Solutions are proud supporters. They are the largest crop input company dedicated to helping growers achieve the highest yields with the most sustainable solutions. They also have stores here locally to serve you in Bernie, Big Island, and Sturtevant. Trust Nutrient Ag Solutions for all your ag needs. 6:30 to go here in the ball game. Also want to give a big shout out once again to Grab and Go there in Puxico. If you're looking for a tasty meal, turnover, going to have a travel on Hayden Todd. If you're looking for a tasty meal on the go, then head over to Grab and Go in Puxico. They've got hot breakfast and lunch specials, plus Hunt's Brothers Pizza. Treat yourself to favorites like ice cream, milkshakes, even frostbites. Grab and Go is a proud supporter of Puxico Indian basketball. Burchard wants a three. Pulls the trigger on a three. It's no good. Rebounded by Chase DeClue. 5:44 to go here in the ball game. Puxico fans, can you feel the moment where you're realizing that your basketball season is going to continue to Friday night? I will tell you, we're going to be on the road. I just don't know where yet. A lot of variables here. South Iron and Hayti going at it right now. It's one of those two locations. Just not sure which one yet. McLean misses the shot. Kaysen Long, Kaysen Long with the rebound. Jarrett Powell for three. It's no good. Rebounded by Caden Dickey. 5 minutes to go here in the ball game. 5 minutes exactly. What a big steal. What a big steal by Carson Long. Long gives it up to Kaysen Long. Goes up and scores. He's got 9 in the ball game. 69-36. Boy, this defense here by Puxico was absolutely thrilling. Amazing defense. Going to get a travel and a turnover. And we're going to see for the Indians now, Parsley, Jet Hancock back in. Carson Long coming out, as is Jarrett Powell. No correction, Zimmerman's going to come out instead. Powell stays in, Zimmerman comes out. .409 to go here in the ball game. Jarrett Powell for three, it's no good. Big rebound by Landon Burchard and a fadeaway. Boy, he is really good. He is shining here tonight, no doubt about that. He is shining. 28 points on the night. Hayden Todd with a big shot there. He goes around the defense, 71-20, or make that 38 now. Long wants a three. Shot's going to be short this time. Rebounded by DeClue. Three-pointer coming. It is no good. Burchard gets the rebound. Ball was deflected right into Burchard. Burchard again from downtown. It's no good. Hancock with the rebound. So Hancock, another big rebound for that young man. He's had a bunch of them here tonight. He has been everywhere to this point. 3 minutes to go here in regulation. And now Parsley in the corner by himself for three. It's no good. Parsley gets his own missed shot. And now Long is going to go up, and we're going to get a whistle here. It's going to be a jump ball. It's going to go to the Vikings. And we're going to see some fresh jerseys coming in now. So for the Indians, Carson Long checking in. Zimmerman stays in the ball game. Also, Colton Stroud wearing number 12 in the ball game. Mikey Dry checks in as well. Under coming up on the 2-minute mark here. Shot is no good by Hayden Todd. And we got some more jerseys coming in. We've got C-Money Ward coming in. Also coming in, Aiden Owens. Boy, you like to see this. You like to see these younger guys getting some playing time here on this big night. Big time atmosphere. 90 seconds to go. 3 ball is coming. It's no good by Carson Ward. I was going to say you like to see this. Mikey Dry comes up with a big rebound. Puxico fans going to get some more subs to come in now. Drake Armstrong is coming in the ball game now, number 33. So Armstrong is coming in, and I tell you what, folks, boy, this team is going to be a hard out. This team is going to be a hard out. Under a minute to go, Caden Dickey goes up and scores. And now we're also going to see for the Indians that Dry will come out. Dusty Daniel going to come into the ball game now. All right, Puxico fans, you wanted it, you got it. Your team is still a-dancing. A 3-ball by Drake Armstrong. Boy, I tell you what a game tonight. Your Indians are moving on to the Elite Eight. Back-to-back seasons in the quarterfinals, 74-40. Ball game. Puxico moving on to the state quarterfinals, and that game will be on Friday. Unbelievable. What was that, Tim? I hope you're not ready to go home. We're not going, my friend.
Any spectators on the playing court is prohibited.
Boy, congratulations. Coming up, we will have our post-game report as well. Big shout out to Larry Hillis Dodge in Poplar Bluff, celebrating 30 years. This is your opportunity to win extra cash and discounts, focusing around the number 3 and 30. Larry Hillis would like to thank all of its past, present, and future customers for their 30 years of support. We will have our post-game interview coming up, I believe, with the head coach, Bryant Fernetti. More than likely, he will go to the bench, or I should say to the locker room, and then he will come back, and then we will start to get our post-game as the Indians move on to the state quarterfinals and back-to-back seasons. We just don't know who they're going to face. It'll be held on March 7th. That we do know. So we know it's going to be on Saturday. What we don't know yet is who and where. That's all we're waiting for right now. Once we figure out that information, we will make sure and let you know. All right, so it's been a little while since we've taken a commercial break. So here's what we're going to do. We are going to take a quick minute timeout, give us a chance to collect our thoughts, and when we come back, it is our post-game report. The Indians are one win away, folks, from the state Final Four. Come on back. We will have our post-game coming up next. You're watching live coverage. It is the sectional round. We are the River Radio Sports Network, presented by Ozark Legacy Insurance Company.
Hello, I'm Missouri State Treasurer Vivek Malin. All Missourians deserve financial independence. During National Developmental Disabilities Awareness Month, I would like to help more Missourians save money and invest in their future. And Mo Able program helps thousands of people with disabilities save for everyday needs. Contributions to a Mo Able investment account are tax-free and eligible for state tax deduction. Learn more at moable.com.
Paid for by the Missouri State Treasurer's Office.
I heard that Sykeston and Cape Girardeau have a store with the best stuff around.
You mean Grateful Heads?
Yeah, dude. They got premium products, best music, merch, and all the great deals you can handle.
So, like, if I walk in, they'll just, hand me the good stuff?
Ha! And the prices are so good, it's like they're giving it away.
Oh, I love that, bro. I'm already halfway there.
Stop by Grateful Heads in Sykeston and Cape, or find us on Facebook, where the good times and great vibes never end.
And we are back here live on Shuffle 92.9. Shuffle929.com, also on Misha TV, as well as Facebook and YouTube. And what a ball game here tonight. We are still waiting for Coach Fernetti, but hey, we'll wait as long as it takes, because how often can a team say that they have gone to the state quarterfinals in 2 consecutive seasons? It does not happen very often. That I can tell you. It does not happen very often. This team is so fun to watch. No doubt about that. This team has a lot of character, a lot of charisma. I'm telling you, this team is worth the price of admission. That is all there is to it. If you've never been to a Puxico Indians basketball game, until this season, I had never seen them play. I got my first opportunity back in November when Tim and I were doing the Current River Challenge in November, and I told Tim that day, as a matter of fact, that Saturday, I told him that I would not be surprised if somehow, some way down the road, if we were going to be a part of this ride at some point. And that's exactly what we are doing right now, part of this amazing ride. And there's so many folks to be thanking right now. There's a lot of folks that we have to thank. First and foremost, and we've been talking about these folks all night long, but our amazing sponsors, without them, we would not be here tonight. That's first and foremost. We would not be here if it wasn't for the sponsors. The other big story is the community itself of Puxico. Man, the community has been such a great, great time. They have really treated us so well. And then the players have been amazing. And right now, Coach Fernetti is still with his team in the locker room right now. So I do see Landon Burchard coming out. I'm not sure if he's going to the wrong place. There he goes. I think now he sees me waving at him. So our player of the game tonight is going to be I believe, Landon Burchard. He's trying to figure out how to get up here, I think. Oh, he found a way to get up here. That's for sure. We'll get old Mr. Burchard up here. We'll let him get mic'd up here. It may take him a second to kind of catch his breath a little bit, but I tell you what, we'll let him get all mic'd up. And I tell you what, Landon, what a ride that we have been on with you for the last few weeks now. And first off, let's just get right to it. Walk us through the mindset. When you guys walked in here today, I was telling Coach Fernetti, you guys looked to be poised. You guys looked to be confident. And that showed here tonight. 28 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. What say you?
I mean, we got to the same spot last year and lost at the buzzer, so we definitely want to make it to Columbia. So we knew we had to just come in and take care of business.
As a team, first off, I want to go back to Friday. Friday, 7 turnovers in the ball game. Tonight, 9. What is that like? You guys play with such intensity, but every single ball game, it seems like, low numbers when it comes to turnovers. Why is that?
Yeah, we just know we got to take care of the ball, especially like a team like Charleston. They like to get points off of steals and fast breaks, so we just try to take care of the ball the best we can, because then it limits fast break points for the other teams.
So early in the ball game, you hit your first shot. So did the Vikings, and it kind of went back and forth there for a little while. It was very tight in the first half. What changed midway through that second quarter?
I think we were really locked in on defense and then took advantages of what they was giving us. In the first half, the first quarter, we didn't really take the lanes they was giving us and the shots. We were forcing stuff. And then we locked in on defense and rebounded better and then took what they gave us.
So what did Coach Fernetti tell you guys at halftime? You guys went up big. What did he tell you? Because you guys came out and had that same intensity as you guys did in the first half.
Yeah, we did. He told us that we need I think we were up 16 at the half or 14.
14.
And we was trying to make it 20 by the first 3 minutes, and then 25, 30 from there. We was just trying to build on that lead the best we could.
As big as they were, your team still out-rebounded 30-23. Oh, by the way, Puxico ended up with 14 offensive rebounds. Why was that so easy for you guys here tonight?
I think we just looked to crash. I mean, we just try to get every rebound because we know if we can get an offensive rebound, that gives us a second chance at a bucket. And usually if you have 2 chances, you're going to make the second one, especially if it's around the rim. So it just gives us more chances to score.
What does it mean to you personally to see the community of Puxico once again showing up, showing out in this gym in Bloomfield tonight?
It's awesome. It's crazy how many people will show up to watch us play. And I'm sure there will be a lot that'll come with us Friday. And then if we win Friday, then there will be tons of people to come to Columbia with us.
It's about this right here. I was given this by your coaching staff. I'm going to keep this with me on Friday. By the way, Tim says, after we're done here with the broadcast, Tim was beside you, he wants a one-on-one three-point contest with you.
All right. I'll take it.
He's game. He's like, no, leave me out of this.
Fake news.
Fake news. So let's talk about Friday. And let's talk about, there's got to be an area of your game, maybe the team's game, that you know what, you're going to go back and digest all this, and you guys want to maybe make improvements by Friday. What would that be?
Everything.
If there is one?
Everything. We want to try to get best we can before Friday and just try to play the best basketball of the year Friday, because it's do or die Friday. We want to try to make it to Columbia.
We're going to be on the road Friday night. We're either going to be in Hayti or we're going to be at South Iron. Thank you. Does it matter at this point who you guys will face?
No, you got to play the best team at the end of the day. So, we'll prepare for both teams, and hopefully the best comes for us.
I love this next part. Look in that camera, man. What I can tell you right now, big numbers watching you right now. What do you want to say to your fans back at home, my friend?
Thanks for the support. It helps with you guys being there, being loud. It definitely throws teams off when it's extremely loud when we score. It sinks in a lot deeper. So thank you, guys.
Congratulations, my friend. Go enjoy the victory. We'll see you Friday, my friend. One more win away.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, Landon Burchard joining us. He is our Larry Hillis Dodge, a player of the game. And I believe I believe that we're going to get with Coach Fernetti. He is our next guest coming up here. And this is a special moment, so we're going to keep it here because these guys deserve a lot of praise for all they've been through this season and last year. This team is so fun to watch. All right, Coach, let's get to it. You guys, one thing I said about you on the air is I've never seen you lose your demeanor. It was tight early in the ball game, but all your team did was respond and respond hard. What message did you give your team on that first timeout call?
Well, I thought we did a pretty good job of limiting their top three guys. I thought we did a pretty good job on, and early on, their other players, their role players, did a good job of stepping up and hitting shots. But we felt like if we kept sticking with the game plan, maybe those guys would start going a little cold. And we did a little bit better there. We turned them over a little bit more as the game went on, and we just kind of stuck with it. They hit a lot of tough shots, I thought, early on, and they did a really good job of handling the ball early. And they definitely showed up ready to play. But you just kind of got to stick with it. 32 minutes is a long game, and we just kind of thought that what we wanted to do and end up winning out.
You talk about turnovers. Your team, I want to go back to Friday, same as I did with Landon. You guys had 7 turnovers on Friday night, only 9 tonight. You guys played so fast, so physical, but your defense turned them over 22 times, and that is a big recipe for success right there in itself.
Yeah, we do a good job. It helps that we have pretty good guards that can handle the ball, and like we talked about the other games leading up to this, we've had a lot of kids playing a lot of big games. And, last year we were in a lot of big games. And then this year's kind of helped out a little bit. And, we're doing pretty good handling the ball. But, when you play faster, if you have a guy that can make good decisions or multiple guys make good decisions, they'll find somebody, open for a three or a layup or whatever. And I thought as the game went on, we did better in transition of getting to the rim and not settling so much.
On a side note, I'm watching one of your leaders on the team, Burchard, signing autographs for the little fans here. That's pretty impressive, Coach. That means you're doing something right with these kids.
Yeah, we talk about in our school, I've said this to our guys and, even at schools prior that you may not know the little kids' names, but they're going to know you. And, walking through the hallways or walking to lunch, every time those kids go up to the lunchroom, that usually a lot of elementary kids are at recess and stuff, and they see Landon and Mason and Jet and all those guys, Skyler, Kaysen and all of our guys. You want to put that good example for those kids because, our guys are heroes to them in their eyes, especially when you're in elementary school. So
they were bigger than you guys were, but I tell you what, you guys out-rebounded +7, not to mention on the offensive boards, they got 6, your team 14. Why in the world did that happen? Or how did that happen?
It's just been one of our focuses a lot this year because, last year in the games that we lost, I felt like rebounding was the key. And I thought against Charleston they did a really, really good job. And, we've stressed it pretty well ever since we lost last year in the summer games and everything. You just wanted to, you're going to have some sloppy games in the summer or whatever, but the one thing you should be able to control is rebounding the ball. And, it's been a focus for a year now. I told them after the game that, scrolling through Facebook, I think it was yesterday, a year ago is when we lost, and that was, one of the tougher games I've been a part of, and, the only way we can get that taste out of our mouths is hopefully win on Friday. We're going to play a really good team either way, whether it be Hayti or South Iron. So,
do we know yet, by the way, who we're going to play?
I heard Hayti was winning late, but I don't know the final. We're going to have to go to one of those two places either way, so it's going to be a challenge, but I think, our guys have also seen a lot and done a lot the last couple of years, so hopefully they'll be ready.
Does it matter to you or this team who that opponent would be coming up on Friday night?
No, we know both teams present different challenges and different obstacles and stuff like that. When you get to this point, obviously every team in the Elite Eight is going to be a really good team, so you just got to try to do the best you can to make the other team do some things maybe they don't necessarily want to do, and then just try to execute what we want to do. That's pretty much it, and hopefully we can do that Friday. So we'll figure out more about who and when and all that type of stuff coming up.
I love asking this question. 2 last questions. Number 1, let's talk about, is there an area of your game, of this game, that you want to see? Landon says everything top to bottom, but for you, what area do you guys want to improve on by Friday? Or is there an area?
I thought we had a few possessions there where we just kind of made some silly decisions, maybe overpassing sometimes, or I tell our guys a lot of times on offense when we do turn it over or whatever, it's because we try to almost pass too much. We have a lot of capable scorers, so if they're open, it's a good shot. And, I thought there's a few times we turned it over there in the third quarter that we shouldn't have. But other than that, I mean, we've been executing pretty well and trying to find different mismatches and different things. So, but really just not ever being careless with the ball, because like we said Friday, if you get careless with the ball against a team like Charleston, it turns into points. And if we do that Friday, whether it be South Iron or Hayti, it's going to turn into points. So you just can't have any of those possessions.
In this community, when we got here, Tim and I got here before 3 o'clock. By 3:30, folks were already showing up, trying to get in. That tells you all you need to know, that this community supports this team through and through.
Yeah, I talked to my brother a lot growing up where he was at in Illinois. It was every school had their own small town team back then. And, I was fortunate enough to watch. They won state when I was in elementary, and just seeing that. A lot of these games we have this year and last year have really given me like a lot of memories of those times, because, the gyms were packed, the crowd was loud, and, everybody was there wanting to see it. And, hopefully we can keep playing and hopefully we can make a trip up to Columbia. But like we talked about, most important thing now is just having a really good practice tomorrow to get ready for whoever we're going to play. But I would say
6 a.m. practice?
No, we won't go 6 a.m. tomorrow. We'll go after school, but, we just got to focus on that. But, we know that come Friday, wherever we're going, I'm sure we'll sell as many tickets that we can get.
Well, I got some good news, Coach. We're going with you.
There you go.
We're going to be with you every step of the way, my friend. Well, thank you so much for the opportunity. Congratulations, and we'll see you Friday, whether it's in Hayti or South Iron.
Thank you.
You betcha. Coach Brian Fernetti joining us live on our post game. What a ball game. Puxico getting the win tonight. We're trying to figure out who's actually won the game there. So there you go. Real quickly, before we wrap it up here, Landon Burchard, our Larry Hillis Dodge, a player of the game, 28 points, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. Also, big scores here tonight for this team. Mason Parsley, 10 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 assist. 9 points by Kaysen Long, also 5 rebounds and 2 assists. 11 points by Jet Hancock, 3 assists and 8 rebounds. Also, Skylar Zimmerman, 8 points, 6 rebounds, and 1 assist. And then from there, 3 by Carson Long. He's got 2 assists on the ball game. 2 points by Jarrett Powell with 1 assist and 2 rebounds. Drake Armstrong, 3 points off the bench with 1 rebound as well. And that is it. As final score, the Indians are moving on 74-40. They are dancing all the way to Friday night, and we'll be there with you no matter where the game is. It's either going to be in Hayti or South Iron. We'll be there, and we want to say thank you again to our amazing sponsors that have made all this possible. Without them, we would not be able to be here tonight. So let's say thank you again to all of our sponsors here today. They include Ozark Legacy Insurance, Ken's Truck and Trailers, also being brought to you by Placker Crop Consulting and Ben Campbell Skid Steer LLC, Crab & Company, Puxico Nursing, also Comfort Kings of Southeast Missouri, Barker's Towing and Auto Repair, also First Midwest Bank, Shelter Insurance, Mark Kreisel, Maverick Glass, Southeast Co-op, Rusty Tanner Masonry, also Westwood Billards, Holloway Lumber, Hemby Pump Service, also Cobb Junction Gazette, Express Collision, Munchin Pump, Judy's Pick-a-Shack, Taylor's Heating and Cooling LLC, Taylor's Pet Grooming LLC, Trifoam LLC, also being brought to you by J.W. Mattingly, Aflac Insurance, Ryan Franklin Custom Application, and being brought to you by Jayco Apparel and Promotions, Cousins Bar and Grill, Brock Williams, Shelter Insurance, Nutrient Ag Solutions, Grab and Go, and our friends at Larry Hillis Dodge in Poplar Bluff. Of course, now the ball game is over, and that means coming up, it'll be on Friday night. We'll be live in one of the 2 places, not sure where yet, so make sure and stay tuned, and we'll let you know exactly when we know where we are headed for the Elite 8, the quarterfinals coming up on Friday. For Tim Hicks, I'm Frankie Castile. We are saying so long as the Indians get the win, 74-40. Thank you again for tuning in, and we'll see you back here next time. You've been listening to Puxico Basketball. We are live live on Shuffle 92.9 and Shuffle929.com. This is the River Radio Sports Network.